Wrangling over the European Union's budget has been plunged into chaos by a demand for a £99.5 billion (110 billion euros) top-up to the package. Negotiators are pressed for time to conclude a final agreement on the €1.8 trillion package before the end of the year. The 7-year budget, due to start in 2021, stands at over €1 trillion and is bolstered by a €750 billion recovery fund for pandemic-stricken regions and industries across the bloc. But European Parliament representatives have said the cash pot should be increased by another €110 billion to fund scientific and education programs. They also demanded a legally binding commitment on the introduction of new EU-wide taxes to pay for the coronavirus fund. During the three-way negotiations, European Council officials expressed concern at the requests. Sources said it was a big ask to insist on a legal commitment for the levies when the European Commission is yet to publish proposals on the matter. One council official told the Euractiv News website, "You wouldn't buy a car you haven't seen." Casting doubt on a deal, a second source added, "The room for maneuver is very limited on this." MEPs were left furious when huge cuts were made to research and innovation funding in order to get a deal on the budget past EU leaders at an acrimonious summit in July. Ahead of the showdown talks, the Parliament tabled plans for a budget of around €1.3 trillion. But it was dramatically slashed as countries battled to get a deal on the bloc's recovery fund over the line. The Parliament's largest political groups have already threatened to veto the final budget agreement unless cash handouts are tied to respecting the EU's rulebook. European People's Party, Socialists and Democrats, Renew and Green groups sent their warning to Commission Chief Ursula von der Leyen and German Chancellor Angela Merkel. The group's leaders wrote in a letter, "At this point, our political groups feel the need to outline once more that the rule of law regulation will be adopted by co-decision, and that the adoption of the new multi-annual financial framework also fully depends on the Parliament's consent."